Okay, so this is tax tips for construction, architecture, and engineering firms. My name is Jessica Chisholm, and I'm a CPA with Huddleston Tax Consulting. Our information's right there on the screen, phone number, website. So before we get started, I just want to go out here to smallbusinesswebcast.com and remind you that if you haven't already signed up at smallbusinesswebcast.com, you should go there and sign up so that you can find out about future webcasts that we're having. For example, on Friday, Jennifer Zhao will be doing 7 tax tips for the self-employed. On December 1st, John Huddleston's doing LLCs and S-Corps explained, using them to reduce taxes. On December 7th, I'm doing this webcast again. On December 9th, doing tax tips for dentists. Let's see here. On the 14th of December, I'll be doing tax savings with real estate ownership explained. And then on the 16th of December, I do a QuickBooks overview, essentials every user should know. So you should definitely make sure you're registered there, because in the future there'll be other professionals who will be presenting additional webcasts. So there might be some that you'll find helpful. Also, feel free to visit our website, huddlestontax.com. We are available for consulting, tax preparation, QuickBooks consulting, things like that. So feel free to visit our website if you need some more accounting help. Okay, so we can go ahead and get started on the webcast here. So here's the different things we're going to be going over. The first thing is entity selection, choosing the correct entity for your business, the auto deduction, meals and entertainment deduction, home office, deferring payroll taxes on owners, marketing with the energy tax breaks, and the domestic productions activities deduction. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody so there's not any background noise, and I'll unmute everybody at the end for questions. And if you don't want to ask a question out loud, there's always the chat function here. You can ask a question there and I'll answer that. So the first item is business entity selection. When you start a small business, it's very important to make sure you're choosing the best entity for your business. There are several different choices: sole proprietorship, LLC, partnership, C corporation, and S corporation. So with the sole proprietorship, it's the easiest one to set up. There's no filings necessary with the IRS, and no additional tax returns needed. You just file it on the Schedule C on your personal tax return. The drawback to it is that you do pay self-employment tax of 15.3% on any profits. You can start an LLC. If it's a single member LLC, you're taxed the same way as a sole proprietorship, so it's just reported on your 1040 on the Schedule C. Or you can elect to be taxed as an S corporation, and then you would file an additional tax return. If you are a single member LLC that elects to be taxed as an S corporation, you are able to possibly avoid some of that self-employment tax, but you do need to take a reasonable salary, so you will have to be on the payroll. So a multi-member LLC or a partnership is when 2 or more owners are sharing profits and losses, and then you would need to file the 1065 partnership return. C corporation, file a separate tax return, and you pay tax at the corporate level and on any dividends that you distribute to yourself as an owner. So there is a little bit of double taxation there. And then the S corporation, that is a flow-through entity, so it does have its own tax return, but you will get a K-1, which then flows through onto your personal tax return. So the S corporation itself doesn't pay tax. You pay tax on your personal tax return, and you are able to possibly save on self-employment